Hello students, in second topic mechanical properties of fluids, today we are going to derive an expression for capillary rise or fall by method 1, that is by using pressure difference method. To derive this expression, see this diagram. This is capillary tube in which the liquid column is of height h. Small r be the radius of capillary tube and capital R be the radius of curvature of liquid meniscus and theta be the angle of contact of the liquid. Now the pressure due to this liquid column inside the capillary tube must be equal to H rho G is equal to 2T by capital R. From diagram, consider this triangle taking cos of this angle theta. Cos of theta is equal to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Therefore, we get cos theta is equal to R upon capital R. This cos theta is equal to small r by capital R. We can write capital R is equal to small r by cos theta. We have exchanging r with cos theta. Now putting this value in equation 1, we get H rho G is equal to 2T and capital R means from equation 2 small r divided by cos theta. Thus 2T and cos theta is transferred to numerator and we get divided by R. Therefore H rho G is equal to this and simply H is equal to 2T cos theta divided by R and rho G. Thus this is an expression for capillary rise or fall for a liquid. From this equation, see H is inversely proportional to small r. Thus we can say that for narrower tube, means a capillary tube having small radius, has greater height of rise of liquid or fall of liquid. For smaller radius, greater is the rise of liquid or fall. Now we are deriving the expression for capillary rise or fall by second method, that is by using forces. For this, see this diagram. This is capillary tube filled with liquid and a tangent drawn to the surface of liquid gives angle of contact. The force due to liquid is Ft along this tangent. The vertical component of this force Ft is along this or vertical line. Ft cos theta is balanced by weight of liquid. Okay. Thus rise of liquid inside the capillary tube is against the gravity or gravitational force. That is, the height of liquid rise inside the capillary is opposite to the gravitational force. Therefore, now consider the liquid which is contact with the capillary tube. The length of liquid in contact with capillary tube is, suppose, 2 pi r. Suppose equation number 1. Now the force due to surface tension of liquid is given by Ft is equal to surface tension into length of liquid contact. Okay, this formula is from this formula ST, surface tension is equal to F by L. By using this formula we can write force is equal to surface tension into length. Thus force is equal to surface tension into length. Okay, surface tension means capital T and length of liquid column means, from equation 1, 2 pi r. Suppose equation number 2. The vertical component of this force, vertical component of Ft is, suppose Ft and vertical component is represented by suffix V. Therefore Ft is equal to V is equal to Ft cos of theta. Now from equation 2 we will put value of Ft. Therefore we get Ft V is equal to Ft means capital T into 2 pi r into cos theta. Suppose equation number 3. Suppose the concave meniscus of liquid is a plane level. Okay, suppose this concave surface is plane surface. By considering this concept, the volume of liquid in capillary is V is equal to pi r square H, and we know the density. Formula for density is equal to mass upon volume. Suppose small m mass and V volume, then mass is equal to rho into V, and V is from this formula. Therefore pi r square H into this rho. We have kept value of volume from above equation. From this equation we have get value of our expression for mass. Now weight of liquid inside the capillary tube is, suppose W is equal to M into G. M is equal to this. Therefore pi r square H rho G. Suppose this is equation number 4. Now Comparing equation 3, this equation 3 and equation 4, we get pi r square h rho g is equal to equation number 3 Now we will write formula for h. Therefore h is equal to t 2 pi r cos theta divided by this term, transfer towards this side, h pi gets cancelled, r and 1 r gets cancelled. Okay, now we get h is equal to 2t cos theta divided by r rho g. This is expression for height of rise of liquid or fall of liquid. From same equation we can write for surface tension RH rho g divided by 2 cos theta. Suppose equation number 6. This is expression for surface tension. Thus we have derived the liquid expression for liquid rise or fall inside the capillary tube. Hello students, in second topic mechanical properties of fluids, today we are going to discuss about capillary action. First we have to know what is meant by capillary tube. It is a glass tube open at both ends with very fine bore near about 1 millimeter. Such a glass tube is called as capillary tube. Suppose this capillary tube is dipped in, suppose, a liquid which wet the surface of tube, such as water. Then the level of liquid in capillary rises. On the other hand, suppose the capillary tube is dipped in a liquid which does not wet the surface of tube, such as mercury. Okay, mercury. Then the level of mercury inside the tube, capillary tube, falls down. Okay, then falls down. See here, the water level rises in the capillary tube, whereas the mercury level falls down. This phenomenon of rise in liquid level or falls in liquid level, such phenomenon is to be called as capillary action. Thus we can define capillary action: the phenomenon of rise or fall of liquid level inside the capillary tube when it is dipped in a liquid is called as capillary action or it is also called as capillarity. Capillarity. Okay. And the examples of this capillary action or capillarity, suppose oil rises up the wick of a lamp. Wick of lamp means in Marathi wick means vat. Okay. Suppose cloths dipped in water, then cloth molecules sucks water molecules. This is the phenomenon where we can see capillary action. Similarly, water rises up in the crevices in rocks. Crevices means in Marathi भेगा. Okay. And sap and water rises up the topmost level in the tree. Okay. From root to topmost leaf, the sap or water rises. This phenomenon is the example of capillary action. Similarly, blotting paper absorbs ink. This is also an example of capillary action. Now, let us consider this diagram. Suppose this capillary tube is dipped in mercury. This diagram represents capillary tube dipped in mercury before drop in level. And this diagram represents capillary in mercury after drop in level. Okay, drop in level. See this diagram. Consider 4 molecules A, B, C and D, such that molecule A is just above the convex surface inside the capillary tube, and molecule B just below the convex surface and inside the capillary tube. Similarly, point C above the plane surface but outside the capillary tube, and last point D below the plane surface but outside the capillary tube. Now let us consider PA, PB, PC and PD be the pressures at their respective points. Suppose PA is the pressure at point A, PB is pressure at B, similarly PC at C and PD at D. From this diagram, see these 2 points A and B. B is at concave surface and this A is at convex surface if we see from top. Okay, as we know that the pressure towards concave side, towards this side, is always greater than pressure at convex side. So PB is greater than PA. Therefore, we can write mathematically PB is greater than PA. Suppose equation number 1. Similarly, see this diagram and consider these two molecules A and C. These two molecules are at same level. So, pressure at these two molecules must be same. That is atmospheric pressure. Therefore, we can write PC or PA is equal to PC. Therefore, we have written here PA is equal to PC. Suppose equation 2. Now, see these 2 points C and D. The surface between these 2 points is plane. So, these 2 points are also at same pressure. Therefore, we can write PC is equal to PD and PC is equal to PA. Therefore, we can write PC is equal to PD is equal to PA. Equation number 3. Now, we have seen pressure at B is greater than pressure at A. Therefore, thus these three are at same pressure and the pressure at B is larger compared to these 3 points. So, pressure at B is greater than pressure at D. Therefore, we can write PB is greater than PD. Thus, see this diagram. Pressure at B is greater than pressure at D. But these two molecules are at same level. Therefore, to maintain this pressure, same pressure, the molecules from capillary tube rushes out or comes out from the capillary tube. Thus, if we dip capillary tube inside mercury, the molecules of mercury gets away from capillary and thus the liquid drop gets dropped or falls down like this. The liquid drop gets down or drops down. Same phenomenon is happened in case of capillary rise. To rise the liquid level, we have to dip this capillary tube inside the liquid such as water, which can weight the surface of liquid. Because of pressure difference of these 4 molecules, the level of liquid inside the capillary tube rises up as shown in figure B. Okay, see these 2 diagrams. Okay, this was about capillary action, in which we have seen capillary falls and capillary rise. So, thank you.